Welcome. I'm Larry Olsen, and for the last 40 years, I have been doing research, working with corporate America, high-achieving athletes, entrepreneurs, individuals, all of which are seeking something right now that once seemed elusive. And you've got to ask yourself, what are you looking to have accomplished in your life? What would need to occur for you to be able to hang on my every word, even though maybe we've just met one another? And the only reason you do that is if you think I can assist you in getting what you want. Now, why are we having this video? Why are we talking together? Because I have such a passion to have you recognize that there is a way that you, within 1 hour, can see dramatic change and impact in your life from this scarcity mentality to abundance. And let's talk about what that is. Let me give you an example. Here's something that I would encourage you to take a look at in your life. If you're interested in really not wouldn't it be nice and yeah, okay, come on, what's he sharing with me? Yip, yo, get to the point. Those of us that are in a hurry, those of us that wanted it yesterday, we call that high achieving. But we've got to be careful, because one of the things that high achievers own is they get anxious, they get fatigued, they get burned out, they get tired. They ultimately get to the point where, I've accomplished so much, but it just doesn't seem to be enough. And here's what I want you to begin to challenge yourself. When you say, I'm just not enough, I don't have the talent, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, I can't even be listening to Larry right now, for crying out loud. I don't have enough. Now, if we examine this miraculous thing called our brain, and this is what I want you to understand. Do you have any idea how friggin' amazing you are? You. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to what you may think about you. That's an illusion unless you just know you are a rock star, but have gotten over yourself. Because you don't want the rest of us to gag because you're so into letting everybody know how wonderful you are. What about the rest of us? And this is a real indication of, have I given myself permission yet to be myself? As if it's so important for us to be concerned about what everybody else thinks. And that occurs when you find yourself not listening and you find yourself in a feeling of scarcity, a feeling of lack. And you say that when you go, well, I just don't have enough, because if I had, then I'd. Now that'll get you absolutely nowhere. So here's what'll change you almost immediately. The next time, if I only had more money, if I had more talent, if I was more charismatic, if I was better looking, if I only had, I want you to trigger, I have everything necessary to accomplish whatever is important to me. I may not have the resource right now, but I'm resourceful. And you know what? If we don't make what we're going after more important than what's going on around us right now, what's going on around us right now will win out every single time. Just listen to how you're talking to yourself right now. You want to move from scarcity to abundance. Then just before you fall asleep tonight, I want you to come up with a limiting belief. All right? I want you to, we're in the process now of moving. And one of the limiting beliefs might be, oh golly, what if this next place doesn't work out? What if we can't get all of our stuff put together in enough time? I just had found out I have a broken, fractured foot. I've been on it for 5 weeks, wondering why it wouldn't heal. Now, I could say to myself, oh my golly gee whizzers, we're about to go on a trip and I've got this going on. If it wasn't for this, I'd enjoy the trip more. If it wasn't for what I've had to have happen in my life, then you follow me? Scarcity, scarcity, scarcity. So just before you fall asleep, say, because of, I'll be able to. Because I'm a resourceful individual, abundance flows to me like the river to the sea. Good things happen to me moment by moment. And what takes place in your brain is you start to look for that now, because it's going to look for whatever you think about. That's the job of our brain, is to get us not what we want, but what we think about. And unless what we want and what we think about are the same thing, we'll keep getting what we think about. What are you thinking about? What are you going to say tonight the moment you start thinking about what you don't have and what's not enough? What are you going to do to replace it? I don't know about you, but if I think I'm not getting enough sleep, I'm going to talk to myself about how refreshed and energized I wake up in the morning. Allow yourself the opportunity to truly discover, and I want you to believe this because it's the truth, how absolutely miraculous you are. What's that feel like to give yourself permission to be amazing? I don't know about you, but it gives me permission to be comfortable with who I am right now. And that sends messages and energy to those around me. And it also gives me the comfort to be able to observe, to be curious, and to look forward to. So if you found any kind of value in this, I'd love you to share with me what's going on in your life, what maybe that limiting belief is, and what you replaced it with. And there's a link. When you go to it, you'll be able to get into the Brain Hack series, which takes 2,000 years of research and combines it into little tiny bits of info that'll absolutely transform the way you not only look at yourself, but your life. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for joining my channel.